Hey guys, welcome back to Chariot Palmistry. My name is Sulabh Jain, and in this video we're going to be talking about stock market predictions for the month of March. Before we do that though, let's go back over the month of February to see how last month's predictions panned out. And in fact, before I even do that, let's talk about the military coup in Myanmar and the political predictions I made at the start of this year. Here's a screenshot from that video, and as you can see on number 4, we were actually predicting a civil war or rebellion happening in Asia. And I think this coup is an expression of that energy that I was talking about. Right now, I want everyone focused in on number 1 and number 2 of these predictions. The extra stimulus and money printing that's going to come out, and also the potential for a Middle Eastern war or conflict. Now, looking at our February predictions for the stock market, I really had 2 this month. One of them was a major Bitcoin price rise happening into about the middle of February. That actually ended up happening. In fact, since then, the middle of Feb, the Bitcoin price has corrected a lot. That happened, I think, on the 21st of February, which was the exact date that retrograde Mercury went direct. So I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on Mercury over the next couple of months to try and call the top of the Bitcoin bubble. For those of you who are my members, you'll know the prices I think this thing's going to be reaching soon or within that time frame. By the way, if you guys would like to become members, click the link in the description below. It's only a couple dollars per month and you get a whole bunch of extra material. But my other prediction was that there would be a general stock market rise happening over this month. That pretty much happened throughout the whole month, although it has corrected a fair bit in the last few days. The Nasdaq in particular is looking quite ugly right now. I don't think anything has changed though. I think the stock market should generally be going up over March. So for those of you keeping score, we're at 4 out of 4 so far this year. Now, let's get into some March predictions. The month of March is actually going to be somewhat of a quiet month. April is going to be where the big energy starts to take place, in the markets this year. But there are a few predictions that I do want to make for this month. The first is that there's going to be a US dollar fall. The second prediction is that there's going to be a commodities price rise that takes place in March. That'll actually lead to a further boom that goes on in April. And my logic for this is that right now the sun is in Pisces, and Mercury, which usually follows the sun, should be following into Aquarius at about this time frame. There's going to be a further boom in April, and I think that happens when Jupiter enters into Aquarius. You're going to see the prices of copper, iron, and all these things start to boom from about that time. My next prediction is a silver price rise. I've been on the silver bandwagon for quite some time, and last month, or actually I should say this month, the Wall Street Bets guys started to turn their attention towards silver. We're going to see that trend of an upward rise in silver continuing into this month. I'm also going to predict another major Bitcoin price rise, although I'm going to time that from the middle of March carrying on into the end of April. And that, guys, are my predictions for the month of March. It is going to be somewhat of a quiet month energetically. April is when the big fireworks take place. So make sure you come back and watch the April video when I release it in about a month's time. Until then, hit like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.